What up? It's your boy Yayo Badass on the part 2 of Lion Talk. So let's get back going. I left off the Saint game pretty much. We lost. We talked about that in the last video, so check that out. So week 7, which was bye week. Week 8, we have a whole week off. For the bye week. So we did what you had supposed to do, whatnot. So week 8 was the Steelers versus the Detroit Lions. We lost by 5 points. I don't blame too much on Stafford. I'm giving him some leniency. He did pretty okay. I'm not going to really jump down his throat on this game. But for the most part, it was the play calling, and definitely the decision, not thinking. Now, when it comes to decision, that's most for the coaches. Jim Caldwell, Jim Bob Cooley need to be fired. This one of them games, one of the 2 games so far I saw, we lost. Need to be fired. My situation with Jim Caldwell, I don't think they're going to fire him because we have him next season. Only for 1 more season. So if they do decide to fire him, they're going to fire him in the off season and just pay him from the 60, and may not even have to pay for him for the next season if he had a coaching job. If he get a coaching job. So that'll be the smart thing. But Jim Bob Cooter, fire him. I don't care. Fire him immediately. Jim Bob Cooter, the decision they made, we lost, like I said, we lost by 20-15. We lost by 5 points, right? If we would kick the 2 field goals, we would have won that game. It would have been 21-5, 21-20. We'd have won by 1 point. A win is a win, an L is an L, regardless. And we lost because we did not kick the field goal. That's why I say Jim Barcuda got to go. Jim Caldwell got to go in the offseason. Now, Lions still may have a shot of winning, going to the playoff. They still have a shot of winning in the NFC. Now, today, we must win Chicago game. If we win that Chicago game, that's good. If Vikings lose either the Chicago game or the Green Bay, and we beat Green Bay, NFC is ours. So, I'm hoping we beat Chicago and the Green Bay, and they lose either one or both. Either one will help us. Or if they lose both, it will help us. Okay. Now the Steelers, like I said, we lost by 5 points. Kick the 2 field goals, we would have won. That was on Jim Caldwell and Jim Barcuda, not Stafford in that situation. I'm giving him some links on that one. Okay, week 9. This is the second game we actually won. Stafford won by himself without the defense. The defense just put the icing on the cake. So week 5. So week 9, my bad. Okay, Green Bay. Lions went out there and went down the field and scored on the open drive. Salute. Y'all did your thing. That's what you're supposed to do. The defense was clicking from the beginning to the end. Now, the defense got to learn how to click from the beginning to the end. That's what our problem on defense. One of our problems on defense. But for the most part, they did what they supposed to do. Got 3 and out. They stay off the field less and kept their offense on the field more. And Stafford did with his thing, 100%. I don't blame him. This one of them 2 games, like I said, the first one was the New York Giants, week 2. And this week 9? Yeah, week 9. Bam. We had it. We won. We did what you're supposed to. I don't want to hear from Green Bay fans or saying we didn't have Aaron Rodgers. No, we beat with him. Against Aaron Rodgers, we beat him. So, moving on. So, we won 30-17. I give Stafford an A+ on that. Hands down, he did what he's supposed to do. Now, the Browns. We won. We won that game, 24-38. Won by 14, double digit. Our defense kept us in this game. Defense, we should have lost. Why? Because they ran on us for 200 plus yards. 200, I think it was like 258, 260 or something like that. Almost damn near 300 yards. Almost. Why? So, our defense line do need help. I'm not saying that we don't. I'm not saying we are great. We far from great, but we okay. For the most part, they do enough to get by. Let me put it like that. We need to get over that hump. When we get over that hump, we'll be okay. So, defense. That's where we struggle at. On defense. Defensive line. I think our secondary is pretty great. Pretty good. It's just our defensive line needs some help. We get there though. Defense. Our defense, like I said, our defense kept us in the game. So, how? It was 10-zip. How can you win 10-zip? No, win 10-zip, you looking like, oh, it's 10-zip. We gotta try to make it 17-zip. We gotta try to make it 13-zip, something, and keep building on the scoreboard. But that didn't happen. Because why? Our defense finally stepped up in the game. Our defense. Ain't no way we would have won that game if it wasn't for our defense. No way. And I say that because, for the simple fact, they ran on us for 200 plus yards, almost 300 yards. So you think because Stafford did what he did on offense, because he won the game? No, it was the defense. The defense putting us in another situation again to win games. It been like that since 2014. Come on now. People need to stop sucking that boy, man. A lot of people, for real. I ain't gonna say no name or nothing, but I want. Anyway, moving on. Week 10. Week 9, that's week 10. We won 24-38. Week 11. Chicago. Ran on us another game, 200 plus yards. So, I'm going to back up a little bit because I want to say Taylor Decker came back in the Green Bay game. Since Taylor Decker came back, Stafford really haven't got sacked more than twice. But some people saying it's our O-line. They're not blocking. No, that's not the reason. Most 9 out of 10, 80 to 95% of the time, they block as much as they can. But when the protection started to break down, you know what Stafford do? He sit there and get blocked and get hit. But you want to blame the offense. You hold on the ball too long. I don't want to hear that. 9 out of 10, it's Stafford's fault why Stafford gets sacked. A lot of people ain't going to admit that it's not Stafford's fault. It's the O-line fault. Or it's the coach's fault. No, it's Stafford. 100% Stafford. Moving on. Anyway, week 11, the Chicago versus the Detroit Bears. The Bears versus the Detroit Lions. Okay. They did their thing. 10-zip. Our defense finally stepped up. Our defense stopped them. Was making good stop. Getting 3 and out. Our defense. That's how we came back in the game. But our defense trash. Our defense trash. Our defense was the one to put Stafford in a situation to win. Your defense is usually, if your offense is not doing nothing on offense, usually the defense is the one put you in the situation to win games. But our defense trash. Come on now. Moving on. Week 11. The Viking game. Stafford, and the coaches. All the way. Stafford threw tape at least 3 times. He's 5'10". He don't have long arms. Come on now. He's not Calvin Johnson. Come on now. Stafford. Play calling. Stafford and the play calling. Period. We lost that game. And I'm gonna break it down to you. It was 7 zip, 10 zip. If I'm not mistaken, 13 zip. Or no, I think it was 17 zip. No, then yeah. This how it was. It was 7 zip, 10 zip, 17 zip, 20 zip. How do we come back from 20 zip and score 23 points and lose only by 7? A touchdown. But our defense is trash. I don't understand that. Some way, somehow, the defense got to play a part in that. People need, a lot of people, even people in the DEV crew or whatever you want to call it, need to stop sucking Stafford. Seriously. Defense got to play a role in that. How? You've been down by 20 zip. Come on now. Okay. The Raven game we supposed to win. Could have and should have won. We lost 44-20. Our defense, for the most part, kept us in that game till they gave up. They just ran out the gas. They ran out of gas. The play calling and the decision they made in the fourth quarter. Not smart. I blame the decision is on the coaches, Jim Caldwell and Jim Bob Cooter. Just another game we lost because of the decision and the play calling. Don't make sense. Moving on. That's week 12. Week 13, 21, Lions versus the Buccaneers, 21-24, Lions way. Our defense kept us in that game. Our offense was playing trash. At first they went out there and scored on the open draft for once since Green Bay. Wow. Good job, offense. But they still was playing trash. Everybody. From the quarterback to the right receiver, tight end position. Everybody was not on the same page. The blocker wasn't on the same. It's not so much the blocker in this situation. Just not the play calling. The play calling for the most part. And that's why I blame Stafford. Because use the quarterback. Learn how to tone out your coaches. That's why I blame Stafford. Because he don't know how to tone out the quarterback, the coaches. But our defense stepped up. We got 5 turnovers. But our defense still played trash. How the hell they play trash if we won the game? They did something to help us win the game. Because if it was just offense, we wouldn't have won just by 3 points. What team you know who could rush for 200 plus yards, almost 300 yards and still win the game? Not too many teams could do that. Especially a great team you playing against. And the two teams we play against, we rush on 250 yards, it's not great. If they Chicago, I get Chicago. Now Chicago, they just missing some pieces. Eventually, when they get all that act together, most likely they be good. If they had every piece, all that pieces together, everything together, we would have lost against them weak bums. Period. Come on now. The Browns, if they had all they stuff together, we would have lost against them bums. But our defense trash. Man, can somebody please explain to me why they try to make Stafford better than what they is? This your boy, Everybody Badass. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Hit the like button. I'm out.